Hello, and welcome to Relatable Bitches Podcast. I'm your host, Heinna.
And I'm your host, Marj. We're so excited to have you here with us today.
This is the space where we will dive into all the messy, beautiful, and totally relatable aspects of life. From family and friends to career struggles and everything in between. We're here to keep it real and have some fun.
That's right. Our goal is to create a community where we can laugh, cry, and feel understood. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get into today's episode. Any personal stories or experiences shared on this podcast are unique to the individuals involved and should not be considered universal or applicable to all situations. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Relatable Bitches Podcast with your host, Marj.
And I'm Heinna.
And today we're talking about all things social media and how it influences our relationships.
Yep. All right, let's start.
Wow.
This was going to be, because we had to pause because I was like, this is going to go deep. Okay, I do have a question. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like with social media, and it has boomed like from when we were growing up, I guess you would say to now, because we had MySpace, Friendster, to now. That was real bro back, huh?
Yeah.
To like now where it's like.
You just said MySpace, like, wow.
Because you actually had to go home and upload the picture. It took time. Now, like we can take a picture right here, right now. It goes.
Yeah, you couldn't access my phone on MySpace on your phone.
Are you on my phone? On my flip phone. On my, what is it? That's my 3339 Nokia.
Better yet, not even the flip, the slide, the slide Nokia phone.
Dude, we are old. But
my God.
Okay, everybody in the comments, guess how old are we? No, I'm just kidding. Please don't guess that.
Don't.
Leave that as we're young. But yeah, do you think the effects of how the social media is now compared to what it was before? But yeah, do you think it's a good thing, bad thing that it's faster access or what?
I think there's positives and negatives.
Okay, let's do that.
Positive side, social media has been able to connect us with people that we know all over the world. I've been doing event management for a very long time now.
Yeah.
I've worked across different sort of companies and fields when it comes to events. I've still been able to maintain my relationship with everyone, including even backpackers that were just traveling through Australia.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Where I can still keep in touch with them overseas. Do you remember that I had shown you some music from a friend of mine? She's a producer and a DJ now.
And she
was backpacking through Australia when we met.
Correct.
But now she's literally one of my dearest and closest friends. And not saying dearest and closest like we actually talk all the time or anything like that. If I'm going to Europe, like when I went in 2017, she was the first person that I messaged. And I was like, I'm going to the UK. Like we have to meet.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to France. So I thought, perfect. She lives in France.
Yeah.
Let's catch up while we're there. That was the only person that I messaged.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, you're like, I'm here. Yeah.
I got really excited because I really wanted to catch up with her because we had formed such a great bond when she was here.
Yep.
And to this day, I absolutely adore her. She's incredible.
Yeah.
She's got such a beautiful daughter and things like that. And we don't have to talk all the time. She posts photos or things like that.
You feel
I'll comment on them. We still will chat. If we see something, we'll send the other person a message privately. Yeah. We have a little chat about it.
Yeah, you keep connected.
It's great.
No matter what.
We were able to stay connected. I've got friends in America, in Europe, all over the world that I've just been able to stay in better contact with.
Correct.
Because of social media.
Yep. And you feel connected.
Exactly. However, social media can also get you in trouble, especially when you lie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I've never been dumb enough to do some of the things that I've seen some of my friends do.
Yeah.
Like lie to their bosses and then go and post on social media when their social media isn't private.
Yeah. I've
they've taken the day off to go to the beach.
Right. It's like, put on private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better yet, why are you adding your employer onto your social media? The first thing I do when I've had a new employer, I block everyone.
Yeah. You know, I've learned my lesson.
So they can't even search for me.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson because senior year in high school, we had senior ditch day. And I don't remember who posted it on my
ditch day.
Yeah, we have a senior ditch day. And I have no idea who posted it. But they were friends with one of the security guards, and the picture of all of us in San Francisco. We all got Saturday school, but that was my lesson learned. Never again would I ever be like everything I post. Even now I post, but I'm cautious of it, and I'm not that. I understand. I'm only gonna reach to a certain point. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people get caught out so many times because of social media.
Yeah, correct. And it's hard. Like,
or better yet, you have people like me, for example, that sees something on your social media. 5 years later, we're having a conversation and you go, I've never done that. And I'm like, un momento, por favor. Let me find the receipts.
Per your Instagram. Yeah.
And I will sit there scrolling. I'm like, let's go. On the 19th of July in 2001.
Yeah, you did the following.
Exactly.
But I think that's what it is. Like,
you
I feel
posted this.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing, right? In social media, I think it's such a, you're right, good and bad thing. And because it is great to connect. Like for me, like my family's on the other side, so that's how I understand. Like I see some of my like nieces and nephews, and I'm like,
just added some cousins from Chile onto my social media.
You're like, hey, like that's the thing. I look at these things, and you're just like, oh, that's so lovely. Some of my nieces and nephews, I'm like, my goodness, like you guys are all old now. Why is it you're old and I'm still 25? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Make sense. What's happening?
Right? But I think it's just more of, I think with dynamics of that, it builds relationships and builds trust as well. But how do you feel about when it comes down to what is the negative aspects of it, of social media, in your relationships with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues? Because we know there's some people that are looking at our stuff that I'm like, past people, I'm like, oh, that's funny. But yeah.
Oh yeah, daily. Daily I'm notified of somebody that's on my page. And look, emulation is the highest form
of, what is it?
I can't even remember what the heck it was. Emulation is the highest form of, it's just another way of saying imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think there's good stuff about it, because again, same with me. I connect with people and I see people. I've been online and I've met a lot of my great friends through the online space. But yeah, social media definitely has made it good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah. And look, I learned because I grew up with social media.
Correct. Yes, thank God.
It wasn't something that was created before my time, and I had to learn how to use it and things like that. I actually grew up with it.
Yeah.
And I learned from MySpace.
Yes.
You want to post something on there? You know, the world is going to see it.
Yeah, and if you switch your friend order, people are gonna know, and they're gonna be like, "Ooh, they're beefing." He went to number 6.
So, for example, it's like when I see people putting their life on social media, and I don't mean real life.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, they want to put their sub story on. Like, why is it so hard to find a man? Because you're fucking difficult to deal with. That's what I want to comment on. It's like when I hear women go, oh, why are all the good men taken? I have a lot to say. I'm not allowed to, because my mother taught me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So I just bypass it. I scroll through. I don't comment on it. I don't even the freaking post.
Yeah.
Reason for it.
Yeah, I think you just have I feel like there's a line drawn on things.
That's the thing. If I have an issue, for example, I'll pick up the phone to you or to my best friend, and I'll have a conversation about it.
Yeah, correct.
I'm not going to go post on it going, what's wrong with all men? Why can't a man, because I'm having issues with my husband and he's not doing the dishes, for example, which is not an actual issue in our marriage, but I'm just using it as an example. I'm not going to go post going, how do you get your man to do the damn dishes?
Yeah.
The world doesn't need to know about your internal problems.
Yeah. And I think, in
that sense.
Yeah. And I think, look,
like I can have a conversation with him without embarrassing him on the internet.
I think it also too, it's just like you grow, like the people that are doing it, they're older.
He's going to listen to this and go,
what the fuck? What? But like, it's also too, depending on who's posting it. I feel like the older you get, the more
cringier it gets.
Yeah, and you're just, look, I've posted things like on my stuff, but I'm just like, what the fuck was I thinking? But that was early in my 20s or in my teens.
And you see it and you're like, delete that.
Yeah.
Archive that. Yeah. We don't need to see that. We grew up.
Yeah, but that's exactly
and then you see people older than you doing that and you just go, oh.
Which is, again, girl, it's okay to, like, again.
Guy, why?
It's okay to no, I guess it's more of like attention. There you go. Attention seeking. It's not that you're actually reaching out for help, because if you really are having issues, it might be good. And we talked about this in other episodes. Talk to a professional. Talk to your close circle. Like, you don't go and
post anonymously on Reddit.
Oh my God, yes, there is that option. Like, why don't people do that? Because I myself have done that, because I'm like,
that was a visceral reaction.
Because I'm like, because there's some in there that you're just like, you can post that anonymous, please. Like, I've explained that so many times, because in my mind, because look, even with me,
you can even post anonymously on Facebook
groups. Correct. Yes.
Do that.
Yes, please. Because like for me, because this is and the things that I do post on like Instagram and on my socials, I try to be funny, I try to be lighthearted, and I do tell my kids, look, you're probably one of these days someone's going to say something, and this is how we handle it, or just tell me that we can adjust as it goes accordingly. But I would never be, I make funny things, but I would never be like, I've told you things that I would never talk about that stuff outside and put it on and post it on Facebook and be like, what? Like,
and sometimes you just need that little bit of an outlet.
Yes.
You don't actually, you understand in your brain that it's not realistic for you to actually be upset and start a fight with somebody over a certain subject or a certain thing.
Yeah.
So you just want to vent about it a little bit.
Yeah.
And you want to vent to your friend. And it's like, you can go back and forth a little bit. You let it out of your system. And then you're like, oh, now I feel good.
Yeah, because people are judgmental because they don't even know the whole story either. So they're like, they're so mean online. I'm like, bro, you just literally wrote something that people are going to have their own perspective on it, because in their own life choices and their own life experiences. So you saying these things drives me nuts. But again, it's not even words. It's even things that you like, pictures or videos, or again, I think there's a way to inspire. I think there's a way to inspire. Don't get me wrong.
Can we talk about posting baby photos online?
Ooh, okay. Okay, you tell me your intake on it. Go. Usually you answer real quick. Wow, what's going on?
Anyone on the podcast, go to the YouTube page and watch what facial expression.
Yeah.
It comes with subtitles.
God. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a real problem with people. Okay, no, let me start that again.
Yeah.
I have a problem when people want to put their underage children on the internet, then those images get ripped and used for inappropriate things.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
You, by putting it out there, have now given permission to the world to use those images of your children.
Yep.
So you and I attended an AI event a few months ago.
Yeah. It's scary.
Oh my God. We were both walked out of there absolutely mind blown because we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it was like
we
scary.
knew what was going on, but it was the process in time that it took us to really understand what things meant. And I remember that I walked out of that and I was like, okay, see, and that's where deepfakes really scare me, because the week before attending that event, I had seen an entire thing online about children, the scams where you're like, hey, and mum, I need your help. I need your help. Send me some money, and it's scammers.
Yep, correct.
You, by putting your child's video online,
they get it.
They can rip that and they can then duplicate the voice to then scam other people.
Or they take the voice.
The same way that it's on us for the content that we put on the internet of ourselves.
Correct.
You're now taking that option away when you post your child online. And we've all done it. I have photos of my niece and nephews online and things like that.
Yeah.
Had I known this information back then, I would never have posted about them. Ever. And I'm in the process of actually going through and culling my social media, meaning I'm removing photos of them as children. Now my niece is 18. She's an adult. It's her own decision if we take a photo and things like that. But anything under the age of 18, I'm removing. It is not up to me to put that out there.
Okay.
And they have not consented to it.
Okay, yeah.
So if their reputation later on down the track is destroyed because somebody's created a deep fake or has recreated their voice for something,
whatever,
that's on me.
Like Trump.
Or their mum or their dad or whatever it is, whoever put that on the internet or on their own social media because they wanted the likes. Yeah, we can't answer your call right now. We'll call him back. So yeah, my mind has changed a lot over the years, and as I age and grow, I'm sure it's going to change again.
Yep.
But the more that I start to learn about AI and social media, it scares the crap out of me, but not in a way that I'm never going to use it.
Yeah.
We just have to be more aware. For example, I don't see things online and just automatically believe it.
Yeah, correct.
Do you remember the Jason Momoa video of when the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial was going on, and there was a deep fake video going that was Jason Momoa basically, "Hi Camille," and he was never on the trial.
Yeah, correct.
Even my own husband came home and he was like, "What the hell is going on? Did that trial turn into a circus? What is Jason doing?"
Yeah.
I mean, going, okay, why are we on a first name basis with somebody that we've never met?
You didn't know that was his friend? You were like, why did you never introduce me? It's funny you saying all this.
But even it took me having to watch watching the trial. I was like, what?
To make sure.
Have you lost your mind? That never happened.
Yeah.
He's, no, I'll show you. And he showed me the video and I went, that's fake.
Yeah.
He goes, how do you know? And I'm like, because I've watched the trial. I know. He hasn't been to court. He hasn't even been called.
Yeah,
he's not going to be called.
Because he wasn't. Look.
Aquaman. Oh, Aquaman.
Yeah.
Jesus, can't say that. Was not the topic of discussion during that trial. But that deep fake.
Every time
everyone
you say
fell
that,
for it.
I think of something else. Sorry. Every time you say that.
Gosh. But everyone fell for it. And there's so much of it out there.
Oh, correct. And that's the thing. Look, to me.
You know, there's videos that you're seeing the back of somebody's head and their voice. That's not a real video.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. That is scary, huh?
You're taking a clip from one thing, you're recreating their voice to say something else, and you're putting them together and putting it up online so you can get the likes.
Yeah. God, that's scary. And I guess as now, look, I have stuff on my stuff with my kids on it. As you're talking about it, it does put different things in perspective. Because even like, again, my eldest.
And I'm not here to judge. If you just want to post about their children and things like
you're
that,
just
that's,
on your,
that's on you.
Yeah.
It's just that this is the way that I feel.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I would rather, if I, not that I take photos with other people's children. That was going to come out really weird. But
you're like, my friend's kids.
No, but you get what I mean. Yeah. It's like a kid does something cute. You take a photo of it, you send it to the mum and you're like, oh my God, your child is so adorable. Then you delete it from your phone.
Yeah, I think
because having children of
other people's kids
is not appropriate as an adult.
Yeah, no, I guess my main thing is just more also of
people are gonna have a field day.
Yeah, they're gonna be. What are they talking about? I guess what I'm trying to say on my end is like even now, like I do ask the kids, like even like my eldest don't want to be in anything that I won't post it unless she says yes because she is older, and the other two same like. I get what you mean. That is a big thing that I never really considered.
Are they saying yes? What are they actually saying yes to?
No, they'll say yes. I'll ask them, do you want to record with me? And is it okay if I post it? Like, and they know that. Yeah.
But that's because, but are they aware that what actually happens on the internet?
Yeah, no, we've had to talk about it.
Are they aware that people can take their images and their voices and likeness and...
We haven't talked about that. No.
See, so maybe their understanding of what the internet is and what you post in is different. And you post into a private account. So, for example, I know people that have created an account for their children.
Just for kids, yeah.
So they can still post photos and things like that. And they can add their grandparents that live overseas and things like that. So the grandparents can still see their grandchildren growing up and aunts and uncles and things like that. But their accounts are set to private. You can't even see the profile picture on them.
Correct. Never thought of that.
That's a little bit different, but
you're making me think really deep into it. Not gonna lie to you. It's a good thing though, because considering the fact of you're right, like it's my choice to be outside, to be online. I need to take that to account of they also have that choice to want to be online or not online.
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
With all the knowledge that you have around the internet.
Man, you're going to get me in trouble with my eldest for sure. She's going to be like,
but a lot of parents don't see that.
You. No, and like that's how right now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, that is so true because my choices are my choices. God, I never thought about it. Okay, that is going to be a re-brain of things because you're right. I would rather it be to where, because me, like my whole point is to share it with them what the real world is about.
Yeah.
And this is something I never really considered. So I thank you. Like I don't have any mal or anger about that. I'm just more of like, that is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
That's the thing. As an adult, you make all the decisions based on your understanding and what you know.
Yeah.
And then you are asking a minor.
Yes. Thanks. You're making it sound like.
No. But I time and time again, I see this. I scroll through my social media and I see children. I'm like, with everything that we know now.
That's very true.
10 years ago, no.
Yeah.
We didn't know this information.
Yeah.
AI wasn't
as a big
deal. It wasn't. It was like, AI. Yeah. Maybe one day it will be something.
Yeah.
And now with the knowledge that we actually have, we're still only partially giving our kids the information by saying, do you want to be on social media? But they're not actually talking about where is that going on social media.
Yeah. No,
you can
true.
remix on Instagram.
Yeah, that's very true.
You can download other people's videos on Instagram and Facebook.
I never thought of that.
So there could be people on the internet with your children's photos and videos.
Nervous, but it hands. That's very true. That is scary. But again, this is I'm glad that we're talking about this because I feel like it opened up my eyes to I never thought about it like that.
It's
legit.
Just that awareness.
Yeah.
It's not to say that there is a one right way or one wrong way. Correct. It's accountability and awareness.
Yeah.
If you are willing to do that and put your children's stuff online, be prepared that you've ticked that little box that says
yes,
anyone can use this.
Yeah, because it's technically when you put, especially like Instagram and Facebook. I don't know. I haven't really read the other stuff.
It's fair use.
Yeah, fair use. Because even on Messenger, whatever we put on there, that's theirs. It's not. None of that is ours.
Yeah.
All right. I like that, but by Jesus.
So another aspect of this that I really find interesting is the mental health aspect of it. We all see things on social media and we all think it's real.
Because for me, before I was in the World Wide Web per business, I didn't go on social media for 2 years because I really didn't. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't care. I was in my own fields and stuff. And I didn't want anybody to. It's funny enough, didn't want to see anybody to see my kids. And it was one of those things that I feel like I needed to be ready to be online or see things, because before I would have seen other people's things and I'd be like, oh, how come they get to do that? Or why is it that they're doing that? Or how come they get to do all these things? But now I'm more of A, half of it could be true, and B, I feel like their journey is their journey, mine is mine. But if you don't have that mindset, if I was in my old mindset back before I started online, I would literally be looking at everybody's, oh my God, like they have such a perfect life. How come I don't have a perfect life? And then you go deep down the rabbit hole. You start getting
down this depressive state of why am I
here? I'm not there.
Why am I down here and why are they up here?
Yeah, correct. And you really have to think about that. And I guess, wow, honestly, you definitely have opened my eyes in all of this, because I feel like with social media, even with my kids, I really do need to prepare them for that. Holy crap.
Understanding that those photos that they want to send to that guy or that girl is going to be there forever now.
Yeah. Because
now, guess what? Yeah. When we had a Nokia, once that phone disappeared,
it's all good.
All the data on it disappeared with it.
Like 3390. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I know.
Now you have iPhones that keep backing up to a freaking cloud.
Yeah. God, that's that.
That cloud gets hacked, you're done.
That makes you really nervous. Because you don't really think about those things. And I think it
opens the doors for you to send a dick pic, not you literally, but somebody to send a dick pic. That woman posted online. Depending on the country, it can be free game.
Oh my gosh, one of my friends, like kids,
in some countries it's not allowed. In some countries it is.
Yeah, because with my IT, my friend that was in IT,
then we get into the whole cyberbullying side of things.
They were mentioning about how some platforms, let's say you put it on Facebook, right? You say this is blah blah blah, and you delete it from your timeline. Now I don't think it's Facebook. What was it? But whatever, you delete it on your timeline or you delete it on that platform. But because that image was made a different outer link from that, even though you deleted it from your thing, if they have that link, they can still have it, and it lives in the World Wide Web. And when I heard that, I was like, oh shit. But I think even now that, I don't know, this is just a really good wake up call for me that I really need to think of this in a different way. Because again, my choices are my choices. Whatever picture I want to put or videos, that's on me. But I need to remember what, what else, like my kids. That is a big deal. And I think even in relationship wise, I guess the whole point of the thing is more of creating that safe, you don't like that word, that safe space that like between me and the people that are around me.
I don't think that it's I don't like it. It's I don't understand it.
Safe space.
Yeah. I really don't understand it because I've seen 7-year-olds with a fucking phone. An iPhone that has the internet on it.
Correct. That can
doesn't matter. You could be at home sitting next to your parent, which is supposed to be the safest space.
Yeah.
And you're being cyberbullied. Yeah. How is that safe? That space safe now?
That's very true. That's why
you're literally next to your parent in your home.
Yeah.
It is now no longer safe because you have access to the internet.
Because even
so that's my understanding. It's like I don't understand what a safe space is, considering everyone has access to the freaking internet now.
So scary. Because even like with the kids, right? Like with Roblox, oh my God, we could have arguments about this for days. There is, because they're like, oh, it's fine. I was like, no, because you don't know who you're talking to in there. And even with my eldest,
YouTube kids.
I don't let them use, oh my God, bad YouTube kids.
Yes, I've seen.
I was like, oh my God. So yeah, that's the thing that like my kids don't get it. And I think you're right. Maybe it's just educating them on this, because I've had a whole argument with them and even my nephew. He's, oh no, this and this. And I said, you guys, I feel like you don't see it. But thinking about it now as we're conversating, I think I have to have that communication with my kids, and B, I think I really do need to change what I post, but also mainly just educating more myself on that, because that right there, it just opens up my eyes. I'm like, oh shit, like I really need to think about that, because you're right, when the kids get older and they're gonna have like social media, I want them to have a stronger balance, because it is so fast. Because with us, when we were growing up, again, MySpace was way different. Man, the pictures I posted, if my family saw it, no,
don't be posting that naked photo of your child in the bathtub on social media.
God, okay, don't do that for sure.
Like that's a human thing where it's like your baby's first bath, like at home, and you want to take a photo of it. Don't post it.
Yeah.
Keep it for you. Just like the umbilical cord. If you want to keep that and you want to keep the baby's teeth when they fall out, do it. You don't need to post about it.
Yeah, I do have the kids' teeth.
My mom's got my umbilical cord. It's weird.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, she kept it's in a jar somewhere.
You're like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we're not going there.
So you're not going to post it on social media?
No. That's disgusting.
No, but I guess
it's her memory. She wanted to keep it. You keep it. I'm not taking that after you pass. Yeah. I'm not inheriting that. No.
Throw that shit away.
I'm going to put it in the casket with you.
Yeah. That's
you
crazy.
wanted to keep it, you're literally keeping it.
Oh my God, that's
till the afterlife.
But again, I think it's just more real. Yeah,
you want to get cremated? It's going into the fire then. I don't care.
It in there. Yeah, but I think I guess with this episode enough. It's just more like, be cautious of social media.
Understand that what you put out there
is free
is accessible, and it's free game for everybody to use after that.
Yeah, that is very true. And
check your settings.
I think it's even just, again, there's good things about certain things. That is true, guys, please. But I think that's what it is. It's like it's okay. Like they were talking about AI, right? Like AI it's scary. It's not all bad, but there's always going to be that one person or that group or that company that's going to make it where it crosses a lot of borders, or for safety or for private reasons. So I think it's something. Hi. Yep. Man, we always get people.
If you have real life problems, phone a friend.
Yes, correct.
Don't post it on social media.
Yeah, correct.
Look, social media, as much as we want to say it's keeping things real, I have no idea.
Yeah, we are fish. What is it called?
It's you put out there what you want the world to see.
Yeah, correct.
It's not just you put everything out there.
Yeah.
You put out there what you want the world to see.
Correct.
So you make the choice.
Correct. Very true.
And make a wise choice, because again, once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah. And as I say, even if you like even now, if I delete all this, there's gonna be ways sometimes somewhere. And I think a lot of people, like you, including myself, are just really opening this right now. Like right now, literally at this conversation that we're having, I'm like, shit, I need to do this, because I never thought about it in any other way. So Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Go social media. Like, not go, but like it's scary. But at the same time, it's like it doesn't have to be if you're cautious. It doesn't have to be if you're mindful of what you're putting out there and what you're putting in. Again, it's okay to be vulnerable again for your own sake. But again, it's true. My children do have the right to it. And I really need to take a look into that.
Kids only have the tools that you give them.
Very true. It's very true. Yeah. No, I second that now. And I think it's more of just being cautious, because again, I did ask them, but did I explain to them? Did I do this? I need to go in depth of it, because we've talked about
there's a big difference between you putting something on the internet and asking if they want to drink.
Shouldn't do that, but
that's it's like saying, oh, okay, do you want water? They go, yeah, and then you give them
Sprite.
cordial.
What's cordial? Yeah,
it's like you offered water. Why are you giving me sugar?
Yeah, that's very true. Again, hey, amen to that. I have nothing against all of that, because
it's sugar with water. It's mixed.
Yeah.
Technically, it is water.
Yeah, correct. And you just do it as you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love this, because I feel like this is a good, I would not say like eye opener for whoever listens to this and understand, because for me, it definitely opened my eyes to like a new thing, because I never thought about it like that. I just thought about it as, I have to ask them, but not in a range of, because with Roblox, we really went in depth with it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel safe, but I should be doing that for everything now. You know what I mean? Thank you. I like that. No, I really do. Thank you so much. If you guys have any questions, suggestions, or anything that you think with this, because social media is such a big impact on people around us, please feel free to comment below and talk about that. Any experience you have, I'd love to hear about it, and any advice you may have. Do you have anything else to end and say?
Nope. Comment, share, like, subscribe.
All of the above. All right. Thank you so much.
All the internet things.
Yeah, exactly. The social media stuff shares. They're not as we're talking. All right. We'll have a good one. Talk soon.
Bye.
And that wraps up another episode of the Relatable Bitches Podcast. We hope you enjoyed our chat today and found something that's resonated with you.
If you loved what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. It really helps us reach more relatable bitches like you.
And remember, you can connect with us on social media. All links are in the description.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep it real and stay relatable.